Welcome to Middle East In-Depth. Today we will look at what commentators are saying on US President Barack Obama's strategy for airstrikes against the Islamic State in Syria and Iraq. The Guardian features an opinion piece by Trevor Tim, who skeptically questions, is Obama misleading the word to war? Depends how you define misleading. Tim starts by asking, want to decipher what the US military is really doing in Iraq and Syria, or figure out whether its regional war against the Islamic State is legal? Good luck. The Obama administration's secret effort to redefine the ordinary meaning of key legal terms and phrases has made that near impossible. The writer goes on to refer to Obama's statement that US airstrikes have expanded into Syria, saying Obama studiously avoided any discussion about his domestic legal authority to conduct these strikes. That dirty work was apparently left up to anonymous White House officials who told the New York Times' Charlie Savage that both the authorization of use of military force from 2001 and meant for Al-Qaeda and the 2002 war resolution meant for Saddam Hussein's Iraq gave the government the authority to strike ISIS in Syria. He then points out that in addition to conducting airstrikes against ISIS in Syria, on Monday, the Obama administration also announced it had also targeted the Khorasan group, a separate Al-Qaeda-linked terrorist organization. They justified it by claiming that the group was plotting an imminent attack on the US. Before last week, hardly anyone had heard of the Khorasan group. In fact, even their names was classified, so it's difficult to judge from public information just how threatening their alleged plot really was. The writer concludes by saying that when you hear the words imminent attack, civilians, militants, or ground troops from now on, be careful. If the government says there's not misleading you, it might only be because they've secretly changed the definition of misleading. Writing for the Washington Post, David Ignatius analyzes President Obama's speech and his strategy for war. Ignatius says President Obama's message was dry as a bone. The United States has gone into battle again in yet another Muslim country to attack the menace of violent extremism. This time, at least, the president could announce that US military action against Muslim targets was joined by a coalition of leading Arab nations. He argues that Obama's war strategy is still a work in progress, but some basic outlines are emerging in conversations with senior US officials. He says that the president has avoided a full congressional debate on the strategy, giving an outline of what the White House is planning. Obama and his advisors, led by his special envoy, General John Allen, have focused on 5 main lines of operation against the Islamic State: direct military action, counterterrorism operations against foreign fighters, disruption of financing, humanitarian assistance, and media activities to delegitimize the extremists. He points out that the terrorism threat against the United States and Europe comes from the foreign fighters who have joined the Islamic State and Al-Qaeda. The United States will combat these recruits by discouraging them from going to Syria and Iraq, monitoring and attacking them while there, and stopping them from committing terrorist acts when they leave. He concludes that perhaps the trickiest part of the campaign is how to implement its phases. The United States is likely to strike field commanders whenever possible, but simply decapitating the leadership could create a chaotic battlefield that would remain unstable for years to come. Obama said Tuesday that the overall effort will take time, which surely means beyond the end of his presidency. For more updates, please visit levant.tv. And also subscribe to MidEast In-Depth on iTunes. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.